Kiwi, she just ate the rest of my sandwich. That was Mommy's. That's not yours. The last few days, my lungs have been kind of tight and uncomfortable. I did a little research. People new to Florida can get irritated lungs from a number of things that add up. Okay, let go now. Let go.
I traded the rooms for a home on the wheels to see all the wonder the wide world reveals. A dog in the front, a cat in the cack. Our minivan home is right on track. Come pull up a chair and join in the play. Watch our show with us today.
So basically, the heat, I'm not used to breathing this hot air, plus the high humidity, plus I'm near the shore, so there can be salt in the air, and there might also be pollen. There's a lot of wind activity, so that can be stirring up even more pollen. But all of these conditions combined are bothering my lungs. I see a raccoon. It's finally cooling off this evening. It's supposed to rain. Hello, hello. This is about the worst thing that could happen to your car. Yikes. It's the first time I've seen a rainbow in Florida. So the first time I ever been to the Tampa area was in August 2024, and I was planning on spending about 5 days checking out the area. Literally on my second day, the hurricane came in, and I thought I had time to check out a tourist spot called John's Pass. I ended up being on the news, the local news in Tampa, Florida, for being a storm chaser. Although I was not a storm chaser, I was just an ignorant tourist. I did leave the area immediately. All right, I'm gonna find that clip and I'll play it now.
8 on your signs, Chloe Sparks was there as the storm was just getting started.
A lot of wind and rain, clearly, and it seems to be keeping people away from John's Pass. A spot usually flooded with people like Lydia Prescott. Now heavy rain washing away the day at John's Pass.
I wanted to check out the beach, the shops, and just the whole vibe of the area.
Many people, including several boat captains who work on the boardwalk, began preparing early for the potential impacts of this storm. Downpours started around 8 a.m. in this area. No one out on the Calypso breeze today, not even those really excited to explore.
I knew there was going to be some rain. I didn't know how bad the storm would be. I'm just trying to take in all the sights before I really get wet and hammered.
To stay on top of this storm, download our free WFLA app. Reporting in Madeira Beach, Chloe Sparks, 8 on your side.
Oh, we're out very early for our morning walk. It rained last night, so it feels pretty fresh out today. I seem to be fine in the air condition. I'm fine in my car with the air condition running. After a half hour, my lungs calmed down. It rained yesterday, so I feel like the air is better today. Been here almost 2 weeks now in the Tampa area. And it's mid-July 2026. This morning I picked up my clean laundry.
Fluff and fold, the only way to live. I drop it off, I pick it up. It's a delight.
And the pets are taking a nap. I'm going to be working on my computer. Check out my view from my office today. Anyway, I need to stop looking at this beautiful view and get on my computer. You're gonna have a successful day, Mommy. You go for it. I love you. I love you. Can you say that again?
Sure. So track the wins. The good numbers you find, not the bad ones.
Okay.
Turn it into a game, right? Like, I'm gonna find 2 new contacts before lunch. That's it. So when you do get a good lead, give yourself a little virtual high five. Treat it like a goal, not an expectation. Think in daily habits, the number of homeowners you contact, the follow-ups you do. Build that pipeline steady. And hey, you're also building a YouTube channel. So you actually have 2 potential businesses that can support each other. So no guarantees and deals, but I mean, with consistency, it's a target worth aiming for.
Thank you very much.
Anytime.
Now I'm on my lunch break. For lunch, I'm having chicken salad on a croissant. Easy to make. You know I like things easy. And I'm not gonna cook when it's this hot out. I keep seeing these happiness signs around St. Petersburg, Florida. You know how there are bird watchers? Well, I'm a squirrel watcher. I think the squirrels here are a little smaller than in Maryland or Georgia, but they're fully grown because I can see which ones are male. Look at you, Kiwi. Sure can't get enough of them. I just woke up from a nap and didn't even make my bed. I'm feeling a little wiped out. That's okay. I'm just gonna relax until I recoup. But when I got up, I realized I don't have any tissues or toilet paper. Yes, I had to sacrifice a sock. That's not the one I sacrificed. The other one's in the garbage. They were mismatched, so I'm not worried about it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. There's a raccoon walking by. I've never seen a raccoon like that close up. I don't think Kiwi's ever seen a raccoon that close. That's a raccoon. He's so cute. He wants another piece of banana. This is Pepper's first time seeing a raccoon, and he hissed at him. Be quiet. I'm gonna get the squirt bottle. Kiwi, get down. Get down. Don't worry, Pepper. He's not gonna come in here. He's not gonna come in here. Don't worry. We better go because I don't want to bother this guy anymore, and I want Kiwi to stop barking. We are settled in for the night. I've got my window coverings up, light going on. It gives like a water effect on the ceiling. I'm going to watch Seinfeld because I just realized that all the episodes of Seinfeld are on Netflix. And it's so fun to watch because I haven't seen them since it originally came out, and it's so different than today's times. Yeah, go watch Seinfeld and you'll see how we lived without cell phones. My lungs are feeling quite a bit better today. Not all the way better, but quite a bit better today. The temp outside is 82 degrees, so it is quite a bit cooler than it was a few days ago. It rained yesterday, or maybe the day before, and that did help cool it off quite a bit. We walked hiked out to the edge of this park here. Found this interesting seashell. They're fused together. Pepper just jumped up on this pole. At first I thought it was a place to tie up your horse, but then after looking at these, I realized it's a place to put your kayak. I don't think it's a place to tie up your horse. What do you think, Pepper? You like this place? There's my car. If you don't know, I live in my minivan full time with Kiwi and Pepper. Feeling dehydrated. I keep this in my fridge down here. And then I've got water set up to this faucet. Refreshing. If you can hear me, it is raining like crazy. It's almost 3 in the afternoon and it's like 70-80% dark out. This is fun. What do you think, Kiwi? I'm just hanging out, watching some TV right now. This is so fun. Thanks. Kiwi's enjoying a chew stick while I decompress from a real estate meeting I just got back from. I just got back from a real estate investors meeting. It was a group of about 20 people. So I went in and most of the group were, well, let's just say I was one of the younger ones. Only about 5 of them actually buy and sell real estate. Everyone else was selling services like financial services, interior decorating, loans, that kind of thing, construction. I'm self-taught. I've never paid for a course. I've flipped houses. I've bought houses wholesale. The young lady that was running the group, she said there's a meeting coming up where the speaker is going to talk about mobile home park investing. Kiwi, she just ate the rest of my sandwich. That was Mommy's. That's not yours. No, Kiwi. Someone in the group says to her, oh, I'd like to go to that. And she's like, well, if you're on my email list, you'll get the details. So then after the meeting, at the end of the meeting, at the end, I said, oh, I'd like to get on your email list. And she goes, oh, I don't have an email list. I was like, huh? I need to get on with my day. Are you gonna get the baby chick? You gonna get him? You gonna get him? Ooh. You can hear rain on the roof, kind of like a tin roof. And I love it. I think it's relaxing. Yay, it's raining. And I'm going to take a lunch break nap. What is going on right here? Somebody's hitching a ride. Oh, we better go a different way. Yikes, we better go the other way. Uh-oh. No, Pepper. Don't mess with that. I got a cute outfit on and I just put on my roller skates. I'm going for an evening roller skating session outside. I'm a little nervous about it, but I'll take it slow. I do know how to roller skate. So let's see how it goes. And I'm going to attempt to roller skate this path out here along the park. It's along the water here. It's a busy park. I'm gonna be roller skating with no gear, so I'll be taking it slow. And I'm not a fan of roller skating on sidewalk, but I really want to go out there and try it, so I'm gonna give it a try. A whole bunch of people out here, so I stopped and I think I saw a dolphin. Oh, there's one right there. He's right here, guys. He's so close. I'm back. I skated for an hour. The first 10 minutes I felt really rusty, but then I started to get into the flow. But a whole bunch of roller skaters passed me by like going twice as fast. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go slow. But I didn't fall, not once. I haven't fallen since 2012. Well, what happened in 2012? Well, I went roller skating around a neighborhood on the sidewalk, and the front set of my wheels got stuck and lodged in a crack in the sidewalk, and then my other skate, which was trying to correct and balance and catch myself, the other skate got lodged in a crack. So I went splat, face forward, landed on my knees, scuffed up my arms, elbows. My knees were bleeding. I didn't have any gear on, and I was going pretty fast. So I do have a tiny fear of skating fast on sidewalks. I really need to get some knee pads at least. You'd be surprised. I have to clean up around here quite a bit. I try to vacuum daily with this little vacuum. It works great. I recharge it in the base right there. And then that base is plugged into my power station here, which is a Blue Eddy EB55. And that power station is plugged into the car up at the front through a cigarette lighter. I think it's called a 12V. Once a week I like to do a deep cleaning, which means I pull everything out from under here and then I vacuum. So I'll show you what I have stored under here. I have a box of a container of cat food, a container for dog food, and then I have large gadgets that I keep in this tub, which is a personal massager, curling iron, hair flattener, and I just got this new hair waver, and it works great. It's holding up even in the humidity. Every morning and every evening I run this little velvet lint roller. And the way I empty it is I push the button there, grab a little chunk of it, like a little dust ball, and there you go. This little light. This is a container with smaller containers in it. It's great for making my salad. And this is my egg steamer. I made egg salad the other day. And then I have some blank postcards. And I've got a stack of cards I need to mail out today to homeowners. Believe it or not, those cards work. And I got a phone call, and a week later we closed. I bought my own place on a community lake with a postcard. Okay, back to cleaning. The way to empty this vacuum is you just push this little release button here. Do it over a trash can. And there you go, all the gunk. And once in a while I have to pull this piece out here. It's a filter. When it doesn't suck as well, then I pull out that filter and give it a good cleaning. Something that I hated about this Toyota Sienna when I first got it was this center console, because it's built into the car. It has storage underneath it, which is really hard to get to. It's such a small space to reach down in there. Now I actually love it. I put a junk box here, cup holders that were too small. So, and then I also added this cushion here to fill up this space. And then this I added, which is a folded piece of wood that was actually under this cat scratcher. But I didn't need the base for the cat scratcher. I attached it with this Velcro. What it does is it fills in this space here with this carpet on top. It gives Kiwi and Pepper a place to sit. I found a hitchhiker in this blanket. You know, we take a lot of walks, so there's bound to be a little critter that jumps on for a ride. And yeah, there was a bug in this blanket. So I snatched him up in this plastic garbage, and then I rolled it up a whole bunch of times. I took that little rolled up garbage and put it in another one of these. I'm gonna throw that out in the garbage in just a minute. That's another reason why I do a deep clean pretty often. Don't want any hitchhikers in here. I'm changing my sheet right now. This is actually a mattress cover for a twin XL. And this is what I use for a backrest. This also folds into up to 90 degrees. And then it also folds out flat. So what I do is I use this for a backrest because it fills up that gap here and it makes it the right angle for me to lay back on it. And here I have a little picture. And behind the picture, or next to it, I have a knife. Another disappointing thing about this Toyota Sienna is that these back windows don't open. Hi. I used to have a 2006 Toyota Sienna, and I was able to pop the back windows open a couple inches. But nope, not on this one. All right, I'm not sure if I want this here anymore. Stay. This is what the bed looks like without any sheets, blankets, or pillows. I'll tell you a little bit about how I built out this camper van. So before this car, I had a 2006 Toyota Sienna, turned it into a camper van, and that's when I made this furniture. It's just plastic furniture that I glued wood flooring on top of and on the sides, so that I would give it more support and make it perfectly flat on top. So then I use that furniture again in this car. So what do you call it when you made a mistake, but it turns out even better than you thought? Well, that's what happened here. I bolted down my floor. This is what it looks like underneath. Let's see here if I can lift it. Well, I need to lift the cushion, not the wood. Okay, this is what it looks like underneath. It's a 4-inch height of wood all the way around with a board on top, and I put a hinge on that end so this will lift up. And Pepper. And I had a piece of wood going this way as well, but that broke loose because I did something wrong. And it ended up so good because now it gave me a place to slide in my window coverings. It's perfect. They fit in there perfectly. So that is my happy accident. And then I close it up with this pool noodle. I wedge that in so that the window coverings don't slide forward when I'm driving the car. This cushion is a 5-inch foam mattress, 24 inches wide, and I think it's 60 inches long. And this one's really comfortable. I sleep really good on this mattress. Over here I have an extra pillow, and I keep this seat belt to hold it in place. And then at night or whenever I want to use the pillow, there you go, just grab it. I've been living in this minivan for 6 months, full time. And also this car has Wi-Fi built in. So I kept running out of Wi-Fi in my old minivan because I was using my data on my cell phone and I kept running out. This car is way better. Even though I have a little bit less room, this car is way better to live in. So I'll show you the video tour of my last camper van. It's about a minute long, but you can take a look and see what it looked like. I have running water here. This is made up of 2 different products that I bought on Amazon. Bottom is a sink kit. It's an RV plastic sink with adhesives that make it adhere to furniture. So it came with these stickers that have little bolts in them. So you just stick it onto your furniture. It's as easy as that. There's another sticker underneath that holds it in place. And it came with the drain. It came with this pipe. And the pipe extends probably about, I don't know, about 5 or 6 feet maybe. So what I did was I went under the car and I found where there's a little rubber gasket, a little rubber plug, but I shoved something sharp up into that little rubber gasket or little rubber plug, and then I came into this inside of the car to see where the knife came up through, and then I was able to just take out that entire plug. And I put the end of this drain through that. Underneath the car, I put a plastic zip tie through 2 holes where the pipe comes out under the car, and that's so the pipe can't come back up. It was very easy to put together. The second piece is this USB faucet, and I just put the faucet here by itself so it's lower and you can't really see it as much. And I like it in that position also because I can wash hands, I can wash dishes. I also use it for drinking water. Okay, so this comes with a bendy small water pipe. And then I have that going into a 1-gallon bottle of water down there. Back here I have my e-bike. It's a micro bike. It's really small. It has no pedals, but I plug it in to my power station and it goes up to 20 miles an hour. And I think it goes up to 10 miles for the distance on one charge. This is an electric kettle. I plug it into my power station, and every morning I boil a couple cups of water, and it's really fast. It boils water in less than 5 minutes. My coffee and my creamers and forks and knives, things like that. So that's my little kitchenette. Well, this is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you being here. For future videos, I'm thinking of making a video on how to train your cat to walk on a leash. And I'm also thinking about making a video on all of the products that I use to make this minivan a home. So let me know if either of those topics interest you. And stay tuned.